Today for your garden, if you don't have space to spread out in your garden, it may be time to grow up. Gardening guru Linda Vaughters here talking about vertical gardening, and something you hear about a lot lately.
Well, you really do. And, you know, at a certain point, if you have a small urban garden, particularly like mine, I literally have run out of real estate to garden on. So I either have to go up or over or something in order to be able to grow more of the things that I love.
Yeah.
But that said, I was telling you earlier that this episode is compliments of Lance West, who asked me week before last. He had a post that he wanted to cover with some kind of vine in full sun. What could he grow that would grow pretty fast, pretty readily, and would be beautiful? And my recommendation to him was purple hyacinth bean. You've seen these. They are absolutely beautiful, grow very quickly. A great thing for kids to grow because they're just really fun.
Okay. And they get a nice little flower on them.
And they get a nice little flower on them, and purple pods. But let's talk about two different categories of things that grow up.
Okay.
And we typically think of climbers. Well, plants can climb in a myriad of ways. Sometimes they can climb on their own. Sometimes we need to help them. So the plants that we need to help are things like climbing roses. When you look at this branch, it may have little thorns, but it doesn't really have anything to attach it to whatever we want to climb it on.
Right.
So if we're going to climb it on a tutor, which is what this is called, a metal tutor, or a piece of lattice hanging on the side of the wall, or an arbor or something, we have to help artificially make it grow. I love this resin-coated wire that you can cut into small pieces, and then you can secure it to the upright as it grows.
Good idea.
And I also like it because it protects the stems from damage when the wind is really extreme like it is right now. Okay, other kinds of plants can grow vertically on their own with very little help to none from us. And yes, the quintessential plant is, you can even see the little suckers that it puts out that cling to the brick or the sides of our walls or whatever. Other things like Boston ivy, Virginia creeper, they will do the same thing. You don't have to do anything to encourage it. And you've heard that expression, the first year it sleeps, the second year it creeps, the third year it leaps. This is how it leaps.
But does this take off the mortar between brick? You hear about that.
You hear about that, but if it does, it's not going to do it in the lifetime that I'm living in that house. And I like the English look, so I'm going to kind of leave it in place. But I do keep it under control. I don't let it just run rampant. I do manage it. Okay, then there are other kinds of vine, like this Carolina jasmine, which I absolutely love.
Yellow flowers?
Yellow flowers. And I like it because it can grow in some shade. But lift up that section you've got there. Look at how wiry it is.
Yeah.
And it's those kinds of wiry tendrils that are so easy to wrap around things.
Oh, nice.
And basically, once it starts winding its way through tree limbs, through lattice work or whatever, it can kind of move up on its own, as can clematis.
Oh, I love that.
I do too. I love it. The thing about clematis is, though, you want to separate the branches to climb, because that way you can pinch them back easily and you can get more bloom. That's not so much a problem with Carolina jasmine. Now let's talk about other things in your garden. Your perennials that right now are having a really hard time staying vertical because of the wind. Now is the time you want to stake them. Now is the time you want to put in those plant supports before they get too tall and it's almost impossible to do it.
All right, Linda Vaughters, you are the best in the West. Thank you so much.
You bet.
She's got a wonderful blog. You can get through it to our website. Just go to KFOR.com or PotagerBlog.com, and we have a link, as I mentioned, on the website.